Welcome to my channel, exploring old technologies and seeding new ideas. Let's begin. Part 2 of this Ham Tools recovery series will focus on reloading my loggers after recovering from my Ham Shack PC crash. Part 1 focused on the details of getting my laptop's Windows operating system back into usable order, and was followed by a Prequel Video Interview addressing which logger tools to recover first. As my Windows registry program launched, it deleted all laptop registered programs. Also, critical credentials were lost from the registry. This included passwords, QSO backup databases, and digital keys for QSO services like QRZ and Logbook of the World. Plus, many personal setup preference settings were lost. So there was more work to be done than just downloading and reinstalling new executable files. Hamster Joe suggested focusing on Logbook for Old Men, since that curated all past QSO records and was his preference for recording more. Therefore, we start off downloading a fresh copy of the latest Log for Old Men application using the links in the reference below. This video assumes you have to start from scratch. If you've lost everything, Logbook for Old Men will pop up a station information form. The recommended minimum station information is shown with a red asterisk, and is demonstrated here. Log for Old Men will not allow you to proceed without completing these items, while the other information is used for facilities requiring macros, if desired. Remember to use the Save and Apply checkmark when you're completed. Log for Old Men may remember your basic station information, but not your log database. If it is on a cloud service like Dropbox, you should be able to simply find it again. But if you backed up the database to a local drive, you likely lost it in the crash. In that case, you can create a new empty one and reinstall your last archived version there. Remember, in part 1 of the series, the selected Windows reset process was set to attempt preserving personal files, which means Log for Old Men backup logs may still be somewhere. Using Explorer, drill down to the Windows directories as shown to Log for Old Men's backup subdirectory, which holds paired ADI and JSON type files ordered by date. Ensure that Log for Old Men is not running. Now, make a copy of the most recent JSON file and rename it without its date component. Use this copy to replace that config.json file in the Log for Old Men user folder as shown. Then start Log for Old Men. This next step assumes you've created a new empty database and are ready to import logs. Ignore the available updates notice and proceed to Log for Old Men's file import function. Import the ADF file that was paired with the most recent JSON file earlier. Remember that you found it in the Log for Old Men backup folder in the Windows user area. Once this process completes, your logs will be restored. There's a link to a Recover Database video by Terry Jens, plus his excellent Log for Old Men manual for your reference below. You can now navigate to the QSO Manager section under the Utilities tab to verify that your logs are present. At this point, I was ready to use Log for Old Men again, and just needed to reload my lost QRZ and Logbook of the World credentials. These are necessary to support uploading new logs and are input to the External Services section of Log for Old Men's configuration area. Assuming you have a QRZ account, you'll find the necessary API key in the Settings section of your My Logbook. And for the Logbook of the World, you'll have to go to ARRL for a TQSL program that supports Logbook of the World logging. Check with the manual link below for details on that process on page 111 and 112 respectively. Hopefully this video is showing the importance of keeping good records and backing up your QSO log information, the most important of which is to ensure that the automatic backup on closure checkbox is set in the program setting area. Without this, there may be no way to recover your logs from a crash. I've not addressed recovering my N1MM contest logger since it was more straightforward. A simple fresh download of that application found most of the necessary setup files untouched by the crash and restore process. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll be looking forward to preparing another one for you soon.